www.omarfigueroa.com. This is your 420 Radio News for Wednesday, July 17th, 2013. I'm Russ Belville. Combative Farm Bill debate doesn't eliminate hemp measure from final measure. From Sustainable Business Oregon. The U.S. House passed Farm Bill contains a provision that could make industrial hemp farming legal after all. While Representative Earl Blumenauer and other Democrats blasted the bill's final version, the Portland Democrat lauded the amendment that would allow colleges and universities to grow and cultivate industrial hemp for academic and agricultural research purposes. The House passed the Farm Bill by a 216 to 208 count last Thursday. Each of the 196 Democrats in the House voted against it. The hemp measure would only apply in states such as Oregon, where industrial hemp growth and cultivation is already legal. Medical marijuana and voter ID bills yet to reach the governor, from Boston.com. Seriously ill New Hampshire residents anxious for Governor Maggie Hassan to sign a law legalizing marijuana use to treat their illnesses will have to wait a little longer. The legislature passed the bill on June 26th. House Speaker Terry Norelli has the bill on her desk and is expected to sign it and send it to Senate President Peter Bragdon this week. Once he signs the bill, it will go to the governor. The bill will make New Hampshire the 19th state to legalize possession and use of the drug. The compromise passed last month eliminated an option for patients to also grow marijuana at home. Hassan said she wouldn't sign the bill if it included those provisions. To qualify for medical marijuana, New Hampshire residents would have to have been a patient of the prescribing doctor for at least 90 days, have tried other remedies, and have exhibited certain symptoms. Pocket-sized drug test could quickly identify abusers, from Newswise.com. The National Institute of Drug Abuse has agreed to award $2.1 million to Lidong Qin, Ph.D., and Ping Wang, Ph.D., of Houston Methodist Research Institute to develop a pocket-sized drug test for use in healthcare settings. The 3-year project aims to modify an existing device that is about as big as a business card and can produce test results in minutes, speeding the treatment of patients in emergency rooms, for example. In previous studies, the device was shown to be sensitive down to the nanogram per milliliter level, which is sufficient for drug testing purposes. The device is called the V-chip, short for volumetric bar chart chip. It is composed of 2 thin 3-inch by 2-inch slides of glass. As drugs bind to antibodies bound on the glass slide, expanding oxygen pushes dye up a column. The end result is a visual bar chart that Qin says is easy to read and accurate. Double homicide at medical marijuana shop, from BakersfieldCalifornian.com. 2 people were fatally shot inside a medical marijuana shop. Bakersfield police spokeswoman Michaela Beard said the department received a call at 9:49 a.m. of a shooting inside a medical marijuana collective. Officers found 2 people dead inside. A dark-colored SUV was seen speeding from the area, Beard said. She said the investigation was in the early stages and that a motive was unknown, as was whether the victims were employees or customers. Bridget Daniels said she received a call from a family friend that her 23-year-old son was one of the victims. Daniels said her son was an unarmed security guard for the business, and he worked there every day. Ypsilanti City Council approves cap on medical marijuana facilities, from AnnArbor.com. The city of Ypsilanti will limit the number of medical marijuana dispensaries and grow facilities allowed to operate in the city. At its meeting Tuesday night, the Ypsilanti City Council approved the first reading of an ordinance capping the number of facilities at 9. That leaves space for 2 more grow operations and 1 more dispensary, and 3 facilities already have their paperwork in with the city. The Michigan Medical Marijuana Act passed overwhelmingly in Ypsilanti, but the act doesn't include any language on the legality of dispensaries and grow operations. Mayor Paul Schreiber said he preferred a solid cap not determined by zoning. Quote, "Alcohol has license limits, and I don't see why we should not have them for medical marijuana," he said. "I think it's good that we know how many licenses are available instead of relying on zoning where medical marijuana is located." End quote. We also want to make note of a special fundraiser that we've got going for the Idaho 3 to help Lindsay Reinhardt and her family escape the state of Idaho, and make their way to the state of Oregon, where the family could be safe and she could use medical marijuana to treat her multiple sclerosis. If you can help, just log on to 420radio.org. We'll have a post up later today on how you can donate. This has been your 420 Radio News for Wednesday, July 17th, 2013. I'm Russ Belville. When we come back, we go behind the headlines and take a look at Olympic snowboarder Ross Ribagliotti and his opening of a dispensary in Whistler, British Columbia. This is the Russ Belville Show on 420radio.org. We'll be right back.